December 7, 2024. Weihai Donghai Tong Cold Chain Logistics Company, Limited. Donghai Tong Intelligent Standardized Cold Chain Logistics. A fire occurred in the storage facility construction project, resulting in 9 deaths and 3 injuries. Direct economic loss of 27.834 million yuan. Investigation determined that the cause of the accident was the construction unit's lack of primary responsibility for production safety, the use of fire-resistant performance, substandard polyurethane insulation materials that did not meet design-grade requirements, chaotic on-site safety management, ineffective handling of the initial fire caused by unlicensed welding operations by on-site construction personnel, and inadequate safety supervision by relevant departments. This resulted in a major production safety liability accident. Project Basic Information and Donghai Tong Intelligent Standardized Cold Chain Logistics Storage Facility Construction. The project is located in Weihai Rongcheng Marine High-Tech Industrial Park. Building height, 23.7 meters. Total construction area, 15,067.19 square meters. Frame structure, 3 floors above ground, partially 4 floors. It is a low-temperature and ultra-low-temperature cold chain storage and logistics facility. Construction unit information. Shandong Lanran Group Company, Limited. Weihai Donghai Tong Cold Chain Logistics Company, Limited, is the construction party of the Chihua project. Construction unit information. Shandong Yangshanling Energy Saving Engineering Company, Limited. Supplier and construction unit for new cold storage plastic spraying materials for the accident project. Rongcheng Boneng Food Machinery Company, Limited. Supplier of whole column and half column anti-collision boards for the new cold storage for the accident project. Supply and installation unit. Shandong Rongcheng Construction Group Company, Limited. Civil construction unit for the new cold storage for the accident project. Rongcheng Ifa Anjian Company, Limited. Refrigeration equipment and process pipeline installation construction unit for the accident project. On the day of the accident, inside the building, there were companies, including Yangshanling, Boneng, Rongcheng Construction, and Ifa Inspection, among other companies. They were carrying out construction operations simultaneously. Around 7:13 a.m., Luo Mohui and Zhong Mofen from Boneng Company entered the refrigerated room in the southeast corner on the 2nd floor. They were working on the columns that had been sprayed with insulation, welding and installing anti-collision steel plates. Zhong Mofen was in charge of cutting and trimming the polyurethane insulation material sprayed on the columns to the appropriate size. Luo Mohui was in charge of welding the anti-collision steel plates to the trimmed columns. Around 11:54, Zhong Mofen went downstairs for lunch. Luo Mohui rested in place. Around 12:17, Zhong Mofen returned to the installation site. The two continued working. Around 12:48, when Luo Mohui was welding on the east side of the north door, the first column against the wall, high-temperature welding slag fell, igniting the waterproof membrane between the bottom of the column and the anti-collision steel plate, and debris of polyurethane insulation materials. Luo Mohui, Zhong Mofen tried to put out the fire but failed. They then fled the scene from the west side stairs. The fire quickly spread upwards to the walls and ceiling, igniting more than 200 barrels of polyurethane foaming raw materials piled up in the aisle, causing a violent burning. At this time, 8 workers from Rongcheng Refrigeration Company on the 1st floor of the building escaped through a hole in the wall of the equipment room. On the 2nd floor of the building, besides Luo Mohui and Zhong Mofen, among the 8 workers from Ifa Anjian Company, 5 people escaped through the corridor and the pipe corridor. 3 people unfortunately died because they failed to escape in time. Smoke spread vertically upward through the stairwells and elevator shafts on both sides of the cold storage, accelerating its spread. Among the 9 workers from Rongcheng Construction Company working on the 3rd floor, 3 people escaped to the roof through the stairwell and were rescued. The remaining 6 workers unfortunately died due to being blocked by the thick smoke. According to the investigation, the direct cause of the accident was construction workers' illegal electric welding during installation of anti-collision steel plates at the newly built cold storage. High-temperature welding slag ignited the polyurethane insulation material at the base of the columns, debris, and waterproof. This resulted in the cold storage walls and ceilings fire resistance being below the design level requirements of the polyurethane insulation materials, which quickly burned. This also ignited a large amount of polyurethane foaming raw materials stored on site. The high-temperature, toxic smoke produced by the combustion quickly filled the internal space and blocked evacuation routes, causing casualties. The site failed to organize a timely evacuation, resulting in the expansion of casualties. Illegal hot work caused a major disaster. During the special rectification of hot work operations across the province, Welding Company defied the regulations, employed unqualified personnel, and illegally carried out the installation and welding of anti-collision steel plates. They did not apply for a hot work permit, did not identify risks, and did not equip firefighting equipment. No on-site supervision was organized, and no fire prevention and heat insulation measures were taken. Despite repeated instances of smoke and fire, they still ignored the risks, and recklessly took risks, until a fire broke out that they couldn't handle. When the investigators asked, he was still confessing. Were there no fire extinguishers around? You had nothing. Nobody at the factory mentioned it. This is the problem of fire safety. Not a single one did. 2. The illegal use of unqualified insulation materials sowed the seeds of disaster. Unsafe Company did not provide, in accordance with national standards and the purchase contract, polyurethane insulation materials whose fire resistance was not lower than B1 grade, non-flammable. They actually supplied B3 grade flammable polyurethane foam raw materials. This was the main reason for the rapid and violent burning and spread of the fire, leading to multiple deaths and injuries. Through simulation experiments, welding slag fell onto flammable materials such as polyurethane insulation. An invisible flame ignited after 24 seconds. 1 minute later, the visible flame ignited the columns. The polyurethane insulation materials caught fire. At 1 minute and 35 seconds, the flame spread up the columns, igniting the polyurethane materials at the top. A large amount of black smoke was produced. At 1 minute and 40 seconds after the fire started, the smoke spread through the holes into the passage, and spread through the holes in the partition wall to the south storage. At 1 minute and 50 seconds, it spread outwards through the holes in the pipes. 2 minutes after the fire started, the smoke filled the entire cold storage area, and a flasher broke earth. It entered an intense burning phase. Contracting out. Contracting in lieu of management. Contracting without management adds hidden dangers. The construction party illegally contracted out. Failure to implement safety regulations and systems at the construction site. Lack of main safety responsibility. Chaotic safety management. Cross-operation of polyurethane insulation material spraying and electric welding, resulting in the accumulation of accident risks. 4. Chaotic management of the construction site. Increase risks. The construction site did not strictly implement safety inspection responsibilities. Routine inspections are merely a formality. Failure to fulfill the construction unit's main safety responsibilities. Failure to strictly implement engineering quality and safety management responsibilities. Failure to organize incoming material inspection and re-inspection. Lack of safety management for outsourced construction units. Lack of continuous tracking and supervision. Failure to implement safety production management. Failure to establish a safety risk grading and control system as required. Failure to strictly adhere to safe operating procedures. Safety risks at the construction site are prominent. Supervisory responsibilities were not properly implemented, leading to omissions. The supervision of cold storage construction involves multiple departments. Unclear boundaries of responsibility. In construction project approvals. Supervision of the construction process. Construction materials. Construction technology. There are loopholes in the review of special operations personnel, etc. Some construction operations during the construction process lack relevant designs. Technical standard requirements for construction acceptance. Not included in the scope of construction. Implement approval and management. Leading to multiple links to the construction of cold storage, especially the matter of insulation materials. The implementation of full chain safety supervision responsibilities is not in place. No, there was no training, nor any requirements, nor did they ask what we had. They didn't ask me for these things either. No one asked us. Did those leaders at the factory wear white hats? Those who went would just say a few words about the situation. They left, telling us how to do it. They left. No one asked us, hey, do you have a license? Do you know how to do it? No one mentioned these things to us. including the legal representative and the purchasing manager from the construction unit, Langren Company. 3 people, including the safety officer, legal representative and project manager from Unchanding Company, technical person in charge for plastic spraying construction. 4 people, including the safety officer, the actual controller and legal representative of Boning Company. 4 people, including temporarily hired welders, have been taken compulsory measures by the public security organ and will impose administrative penalties on the relevant responsible units and personnel in accordance with the law, according to the investigation results, for responsible personnel from the local government and relevant departments. Suggestions.